Hi, my name is Haynes. We're here in my studio to show how the SmartAV Tango works as a front end to Steinberg's Nuendo. In this video, we're going to continue our introduction to Monarch and show how it's used to streamline track automation.
I'll also show how the Tango's expert and touchscreen edit panels add speed, efficiency, and accuracy to your work. Again, starting with the most basic method to enable automation, simply press and hold the right button on the expert panel and touch the respective channel on the Monarch. You can also use this method to set read and isolate automation modes. You can wipe your finger across the Monarch to set the automation mode for a series of tracks. This has the advantage of being able to set the automation mode for tracks that are outside the range that are loaded into the fader section. This is particularly useful when Monarch is set to views 2 and 3. On the individual track level, you can also use the inject touch point, and likewise you can sweep your finger across the inject touch points to change the settings for any range of tracks that are loaded into the fader bank. Here's a trick for situations where you have groups of channels ganged together that don't all appear in the fader section of the Tango. Simply press the group button and activate it, and then touch the fader that controls the group. Notice that the UPO indicator lights up all the channels that are grouped to that fader. Use this method to identify which tracks are affected, and then use the right read or isolate buttons and a quick sweep across the Monarch to set the correct mode for the channels in that group. Once you have set the desired tracks to the proper automation state, all of Nuendo's modes and features apply. While this is one of the most advanced automation systems available, the Tango makes it easy to control and speed up your workflow. You can open Nuendo's automation panel directly by pressing the custom button on the Tango's expert panel. Likewise, you can set up a workspace specifically for automation where the panel is part of that view. There are many features available directly on the Tango's expert panel, such as fill to start, fill to end, fill to punch, fill loop, and fill gaps. Notice that pressing these buttons successfully will set them to lock mode, to keep them active even after your next punch out. And then a third press will cycle through and deactivate the control. Nuendo also allows you to cycle through the globally set automation modes, but currently only allows activation of trim mode either from the automation panel itself or locally on the individual track level. The Tango's touchscreen edit panels allow remote access to any command that Nuendo makes available. Here I've used what I refer to as my post panel to set all of the suspend, read, and write remote commands to quickly tailor how the automation is created across the project. As you can see here, I've suspended write of mutes, sends, and EQ. Even though I've mostly shown fader automation, you can of course use any of the touch-sensitive encoders on the Tango to create automation for nearly any parameter. The suspend function prevents automation from being written, such as the case when a touch point, button, or encoder is inadvertently touched. This is also helpful when you are setting parameters such as EQ to affect the entire track and don't want to write your actions as automation to a specific area on the timeline. If you want to automate a change for one of those controls, simply deactivate that suspend from the edit panel and make an automation pass for that parameter. I also have a handful of show features, as well as some delete commands that allow me to quickly zero out the automation in the project when the need arises. By now you should be getting a picture of how Nuendo's automation is taken to the next level of speed and efficiency with the Tango. Whether you're working on a tight deadline or keeping the creative juices flowing, this powerful combination of hardware and software will help you get it done in record time. Keep an eye on smartav.net for more videos, information, and updates, and thanks for watching.